The moment discipline feels heavy, a conversation has already started. Not out loud, internally. A pause appears, a thought interrupts, a question forms. Now or later? And the moment that question is asked, something shifts. Because discipline doesn't collapse during action. It collapses before action, during negotiation. The task doesn't defeat you. The debate does. Once the decision is reopened, resolve begins to leak. You hesitate. You weigh options. You look for the better moment, the cleaner start, the right mood. And while that internal discussion continues, nothing moves. This is why discipline feels exhausting. Not because the work is hard, but because the decision is never settled. Every commitment stays provisional. Every intention stays open to revision. The mind keeps the case active, and the body waits. This pattern feels modern. It isn't. Long before discipline was framed as productivity or habit building, it was understood as something stricter and more fragile. The ancient world did not believe discipline failed because effort was lacking. They believed it failed because command was incomplete. This pattern didn't disappear with strength or power. In the 2nd century, during the height of the Roman Empire, there lived a man responsible for governing nearly the entire known world. Marcus Aurelius was not a philosopher in isolation. He was an emperor, a military commander, a man under constant pressure. And yet his private writings reveal something unexpected. Despite absolute authority, despite control over armies and laws, he still faced resistance where it mattered most. Not from enemies, not from circumstances, from the moment between deciding and acting. He described mornings where comfort argued for delay, where duty was known but resisted, where the body presented reasons and the mind considered them. What mattered in those moments was not inspiration, it was finality. Once the decision was debated, discipline dissolved. Marcus did not treat this as weakness. He treated it as structure failing to hold. Authority over others did not remove the need for authority over self. And without that authority, action stalled, even with everything else in place. That understanding never disappeared. It was simply buried under convenience. Return to the present. Today, the inner debate is encouraged. Every action is optional. Every routine is adjustable. Every delay feels harmless. Comfort offers explanations. Distraction offers alternatives. Nothing forces closure. So the internal court never adjourns. Decisions are reviewed daily. Commitments are revisited endlessly. Discipline is asked to perform without final authority behind it. This is why discipline feels heavier now than it should. Not because standards are higher, but because decisions are weaker. The mind exhausts itself arguing what the body was ready to execute. Resolve drains before action begins. And when negotiation becomes habitual, discipline cannot stabilize. Because discipline requires something modern life quietly resists. Decisions that are not reopened. As long as actions remain debatable, progress will feel fragile. As long as commitment requires discussion, effort will feel oppressive. Discipline does not disappear suddenly. It erodes through conversation, through hesitation framed as caution, through delay framed as thoughtfulness, through comfort framed as balance. The self is not failing from lack of strength. It is failing from lack of closure. And as long as the decision remains unsettled, discipline will remain heavy, not because it is demanding, but because it is never allowed to be final.